Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News show. Let's begin with our daily news. Manchester United is still interested in Bayern Munich midfielder despite a 25 million euros asking price. Manchester United are reportedly still interested in signing midfielder Marcel Sabitzer despite Bayern Munich setting a 25 million euros asking price. According to Sky Sport Germany, the Red Devils are considering making his loan move permanent this summer. However, they have been unable to move things forward due to the uncertainty surrounding the club's ownership. The Austrian has netted 3 goals and 1 assist in 18 appearances since joining United on loan during the January transfer window. While Sabitzer has been a reasonable stopgap signing for United, they should resist the temptation to sign him permanently. The 29-year-old represents little value at a potential 25 million euros asking price, particularly as he would have no resale value. United already have plenty of average midfielders in their squad. What they need are players who are genuine difference makers. Sabitzer does not fall into that category, but Bayern teammate Ryan Gravenberch undoubtedly does. Also, United would need to spend more than 25 million euros to secure his services. The 20-year-old has the potential to be a star for the club. His time in Germany has not gone to plan, and the opportunity to reunite with former Ajax manager Erik ten Hag could be hugely appealing to him. Bayern are within their right to demand whatever they want for Sabitzer, but United should not entertain any thoughts of negotiating a deal for him. Nottingham Forest ready to offer £30 million to sign Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson. Nottingham Forest are willing to pay £30 million to sign Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson, reports Manchester Evening News. The 26-year-old joined the City Ground club on a season-long loan last summer following their promotion. Henderson made 18 Premier League appearances for Forest before a thigh strain ruled him out of the season in January. While the club brought in Keylor Navas on loan from Paris Saint-Germain, the 36-year-old is expected to return to France. Forest told Henderson after they secured safety with a 1-0 victory over Arsenal on Saturday that they want him. The Man United goalie is contracted to the Red Devils until 2025. They also have the option of activating an additional year in his deal, but selling him for £30 million could appeal to the board. Manager Erik ten Hag needs funds to buy players in the summer, and with the takeover being delayed, cash from selling Henderson would come in handy. Forest broke their transfer record last August after signing Morgan Gibbs-White for £25 million. They are ready to break it again a year later with the acquisition of Henderson. The Man United Academy graduate wants to keep playing regularly to boost his chances with the England national team. He knows David De Gea will remain ahead of him in the pecking order, and a permanent exit will do him good. Henderson underwent surgery 2 weeks ago and could be sidelined until early August. He will not get a chance to feature for Man United in the preseason, but it will not affect his chances of joining Forest permanently if an agreement can be reached. Gary Neville says Manchester United star is a Premier League signing of the season. Gary Neville has picked out Manchester United star Casemiro as the Premier League signing of the season. Speaking on Sky Sports Monday Night Football, Gary Neville dealt out his Premier League season awards. He selected Casemiro as the signing of the season, citing the major impact he has had on Manchester United. United sprang a surprise last summer to land Casemiro from Real Madrid after he had won his 5th Champions League title. Neville pointed out Manchester United's position in the Premier League, just 1 point away from securing a Champions League place. The side have also won the Carabao Cup and are into the FA Cup final. He believes this simply would not be possible without Casemiro's influence on the team. Neville said, "I genuinely don't think they'd be anywhere near top 4 without him. In terms of when he is not playing and when he is playing, the jump is enormous. I don't think there is any player to have that impact. Casemiro has had a transformative effect on this Manchester United side since his £60 million transfer. He has scored 5 goals in all competitions, including the winner at the weekend against Bournemouth, and is the closest United have had to Roy Keane since the Irishman left the club way back in 2005. Casemiro has missed time due to suspension, and United have found it more challenging when he has not been available. In an interview with the National after the weekend's game, Casemiro said he had not enjoyed himself for a long time, like he has been in the Premier League. He is a player United have been crying out for, and while there is a need to sign a younger version of him, we are very lucky to have him. Man United face fierce competition in Marc Guéhi transfer pursuit. Manchester United will have to beat Arsenal, Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur to complete the signing of the highly rated Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi. According to the Daily Mail, the Reds have joined an ever-growing queue of clubs interested in prizing the 22-year-old from Selhurst Park, with Man United among other big-time admirers. Guéhi has enjoyed a rise to stardom since swapping Chelsea for Palace for a reported fee of £18 million in 2021, developing into one of the hottest defensive prospects in the Premier League. But after only 2 years in South London, the sought-after centre-back could be in line for a big money move to a more prominent destination on the back of his eye-catching progress. Despite his relatively young age, Guéhi has excelled as a defensive leader at Palace, proudly wearing the armband whenever club captain Luka Milivojevic is not on the field. His impressive displays for Palace resulted in a well-deserved inclusion in Gareth Southgate's England squad for the first time last year, earning him 3 international caps. Despite narrowly missing out on being selected for the World Cup squad, Guéhi is seemingly ready to take his career to the next level, with 4 elite Premier League sides vying for his signature. Man United are ready to embark on a busy summer, although the takeover saga will go a long way to shaping their summer spending, regardless of what happens behind the scenes. Erik ten Hag is hell-bent on reinforcing his defensive ranks after deeming Harry Maguire surplus to requirement. Considering most of the club's summer budget will likely go on a new striker, the Red Devils would probably have to cut expenses elsewhere. Guéhi won't come cheap, with Palace asking for around £50 million to sanction his departure. Man United very interested in signing Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves. Manchester United are very interested in signing Wolverhampton Wanderers midfielder Ruben Neves, according to Spanish publication Sport. The Portugal international has been a mainstay for the Midlands outfit, but he is expected to move on at the end of the current campaign. His present deal expires in June next year, and Sport reported that United have already made an approach to sign him in the last few months. While United are very interested in securing his services, it's claimed that the midfielder has a firm stance of joining Barcelona at the end of the season. As per Sport, personal terms have already been agreed over a 4-year deal, but the operation is not closed. Barcelona needs to recoup funds from sales first. Neves has built his reputation as a hard-working midfielder for Wolves. However, there have been some concerns over his top speed and mobility on United's end. This season, the €40 million rated star has completed only 84% of his passes in the league. He has registered 2 tackles and 2 clearances per game, but has been dispossessed frequently. The former Porto graduate has lost possession on more than 12 occasions. In our opinion, United should look at better options to reinforce their midfield department. Brighton and Hove Albion's Alexis McAllister would be a far better signing. The Argentine could be lured to Old Trafford this summer with the Champions League football. It does not make sense for United to focus on Neves, who clearly dreams of joining Barcelona. West Ham believe Man United could beat Arsenal to Declan Rice with £90 million plus bid. West Ham United believe Manchester United could be willing to pay more than Arsenal to sign midfielder Declan Rice this summer, according to the Daily Mail. Rice has established himself as one of the most sought after midfielders in the Premier League, and he could pursue a bigger challenge next season. The 24-year-old effectively has 2 years left on his Hammers contract, and the East London outfit are bound to sell him with no plans to pen a fresh renewal. It's now reported by Daily Mail that Arsenal are prepared to make a structured offer worth £90 million in order to sign the England star this summer. However, United are also interested in the ex-Chelsea graduate, and the Hammers believe the Red Devils will offer something better for his services. Rice has been one of the best performing midfielders in the Premier League, and there are no surprises that he is attracting a huge transfer interest. The Red Devils currently have Casemiro for the number 6 role. The Brazilian has delivered several world-class performances since his move last summer. Despite this, manager Erik ten Hag could be keen on landing Rice. The England international could be played from the number 8 position in future. Rice possesses terrific ball control and excels with his distribution. He has completed 89% of his passes this term, registering 2.1 tackles and 1.8 interceptions. He has also chipped in with 5 goals and 4 assists. The Hammers captain could easily increase the tally at United with the better quality of players around him. Hence, United should make a big money move for Rice, but a deal could largely depend on whether a takeover occurs. Otherwise, a transfer may look improbable. If the Glazers remain at the helm, the budget could be limited. United may spend most of the transfer kitty on the recruitment of a market striker this summer. Man United have discussed whether to sign Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund. Manchester United have discussed whether to sign Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund during the summer's transfer window, according to the Daily Mail. The Red Devils are likely to pursue a new striker ahead of the 23-24 campaign, and they are looking at multiple options in the transfer market. Tottenham Hotspur's Harry Kane and Napoli's Victor Osimhen have been linked, but the Daily Mail claim that Højlund is also on their transfer radar. The Dane has been discussed internally by the Red Devils, but he won't come on the cheap. Atalanta want £60 million for Højlund, who was signed for £15 million from Sturm Graz last summer. The Austrian joined Atalanta from Graz in late August. He has since contributed 9 goals and 3 assists from 32 appearances across all competitions. His statistics are not overly exceptional, but he definitely has the potential to become an elite striker. The 20-year-old has a strong physical presence alongside good mobility. He has also caught the eye with his ability to get into good scoring positions in the box. His progress has led to comparisons with Erling Haaland. He is nowhere near the ability of the Norwegian, but could be groomed into a potent striker. It remains to be seen whether the Red Devils are prepared to make a huge outlay on him. For £60 million, they could easily pursue an experienced striker this summer. In our view, United could bring in Højlund in the next transfer window, provided Atalanta are willing to accept a lesser fee up front with performance add-ons. Manchester United in a transfer talks with Serie A star, but no bid yet. Manchester United have reportedly held transfer talks with Napoli centre-back Kim Min-jae on the player's side, but have not yet made a bid for the South Korea international. The Red Devils have an interest in signing Kim, according to Fabrizio Romano on his YouTube channel, but there has not been any offer made to trigger his release clause yet, as that won't become active until later in the summer. Kim has been superb in Serie A this season, helping Napoli win their first title in 33 years, and it seems inevitable that it will earn him a big move this summer, especially with that clause. Man United could undoubtedly do with a top defender like that coming in, with Rafael Varane not getting any younger, while Harry Maguire has completely fallen out of favour since Erik ten Hag took over as manager. Romano says United have started discussions on the player's side, so fans will hope this can get the ball rolling and convince the player that his future lies at Old Trafford. One imagines there will be plenty of other suitors for Kim in the weeks and months ahead, so it's important for United to make a strong start in talks. Man United in active transfer talks with PSG to sign Neymar in a stunning summer deal. Manchester United are in sensational talks with Paris Saint-Germain to sign Neymar, according to recent reports. Neymar is seriously considering leaving the French capital this summer, 6 years after he stunned the footballing world by completing a world record £189 million transfer from Barcelona. According to L'Equipe, a number of Premier League clubs have made clear their interest in Neymar and are in talks with PSG, but Man United are said to have made the most progress, and the fact that the Red Devils need only a point to qualify for the Champions League next season goes in their favor. Erik ten Hag and co believes Neymar can help take an ever-improving United one step further next season as they look to close the gap on their noisy neighbours Man City. United are set to favour a loan transfer for Neymar, while PSG would rather recoup some money for the Brazilian and part company with him in a permanent deal. PSG sporting advisor Luis Campos is set to meet with representatives for Neymar to discuss his future in due course. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.